todo este llanto por nada. Ahora soy una chica mala. Hello my loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I achieved this pixie cut look that I did all by myself from scratch. So I'm really excited to share with you guys this look. And if you are new here, this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Roly and I create makeup, hair, and food videos. And if you do like what you see and you like the content that I create, please don't forget to subscribe after watching. And if you're already subscribed to my channel, you know how we do here. So let's get started. Grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself a drink or whatever, and let's get started. I'm just gonna jump right into this video, okay? So to start out, I'm going to be using some T-pins and a wig cap. I use the extra large because I have a big head, but whatever works for you. And I'm also going to be using some frontals. This was a 5x5 frontal, but I didn't end up using it. And I'm going to explain why in a little bit when I start to put the wig together. And then I got some Pixie cut from the store. I only ended up using one, so that's all you need. And I got some glue gun, some glue sticks, my canvas head that is I think 23 inches. And what I like to do with my wig cap is I kind of stretch it out a little bit. Yes, I'm stretching it out so that when I put it on my head, it's not tight. I hate when my wig is so tight on my head. It gives me a headache. So that's something that I do that works for me. So as you can see, I'm putting it to the side of the canvas as compared to the middle because this is going to be a side part. So you want to just match up those lines and make sure they're pushed to the side when you do this. And then I'm going to secure my wig with some T-pins from the front all the way down to the back. So as you can see, it's all secured from the front down to the back. So to start out, I'm going to take my Pixie cut here, and they literally come in 3 to 1 inches. So I'm going to start from 1 inches all the way, work my way to the top to 3 inches because I want that tapered look effect. So what I'm doing here is measuring the hair. Once I go ahead and get a good measurement, I take a scissors and then I cut it out. And then I put some glue on the wig cap and then I just glue it on there. And I pretty much just repeat this process. I'm sorry, there was some glue. So just so you know, the glue is going to get a little tacky and you kind of have to use your hands to just wipe it out. But anyways, I pretty much just repeat this process all the way till I get to the top. And be careful because one thing I will say is that make sure you're not doing it straight. Make sure you're doing it in like a U shape because when it's U, it kind of just forms all the way to the top. If you're doing it straight, then it's going to look, I don't know. It's just not going to look right. I don't know. So just make sure you're doing it in the shape U. So as you keep going, or I guess C, as you keep going up to the top, you'll see the difference. It's not, you'll see that it's looking more U or C than straight. That's what you want to be able to do with this hair. So as I continue repeating this process, I'm going to gist you people what happened with this frontal. So I was trying to hurry up. Sorry, excuse my phone. I was trying to hurry up and I didn't want to wait for shipping. So I just went to the beauty supply store and picked out a frontal that I thought would be good, right? And it was 5x5 because I wanted to have baby hair and, you know, just to make it look like it's coming out of my hair, you know. But when I came home and opened the package, y'all, it was not a frontal. It had like nets and then just one part. It wasn't a frontal. So that really got me pissed or whatever, right? And so I'm like, you know what? I already bought it and they were not taking returns because of COVID-19. So I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I'll just go ahead and use it. And then when I started to sew it, I'm like, wait, hold up. This frontal look brown and the hair looks black. I'm like, oh my God, this is just a no-no for me. So that really had me pissed. Like, y'all, I was so pissed. So at the end of the day, it was just plain ugly. So I got frustrated and I just took it all out. And I just went ahead and ordered a new hair frontal from Amazon. And it came like this. And I'm like, yes, baby, this is what you call a frontal, okay? So what I did, thank God that this was glued, because if it was sewed in, I would have been so pissed. So what I did was I just went ahead and measured it with the T-pin. And remember, the first frontal was a 5x5, and this was a 6x6. frontal 10 inches. So I went ahead to just take out all the hair that was covering the frontal. And I just did that repeatedly till I got the amount of hair that I needed to come out of the pixie cut. And I really took my time to do this because you want to be able to get all the hair out so that the frontal can lay really flat. Because if you don't let it lay flat, then your frontal will be bumpy. But this was just my personal mistake. If you have the right frontal, then this is a step that you don't even have to worry about. So the frontal came black, but not, it was like off black. But because I was so paranoid, I ended up just ordering some hair color. And I just ordered this one because it was natural black. And I just followed the description in the box. It literally just said, cut that out, pour a smaller one into the big one, and color the hair. And so that's exactly what I did. So I shaked it pretty well, and then I poured it evenly around the frontal, and I just used my brush to evenly distribute it. And I just let that sit for 10 minutes. I know the box said for 25 minutes, but because the hair was sort of already black, I just let it sit for 10 minutes, and that was it. I blow dried it, and then I set it back onto my canvas, and I just started to sew all the way around the frontal. So I just sewed it literally all around, and that was it for me. Next, I'm taking this raggedy old clipper that I've had for years, and I just went ahead to clean it out just to give me that very tapered look. To work on the frontal, I just started to pluck. I wet it, and then I plucked and plucked and plucked in front motion, back motion, and then I blow dried it, and then I took the hair out of the canvas and just cut out the section of the frontal from the wig cap. So I sectioned out one thin layer around the frontal following the way that the frontal came, and I just started to cut it out because I wanted it to match the pixie cut. But I got so frustrated at this razor because it really wasn't working, so it really pissed me off. So I took my shredding scissors and I just started to use that to shred and cut at the same time. And the reason why I'm shredding is because, once again, I want it to transition very smoothly. I don't want it to be bumpy. I want it to go from like really thin to like medium to like really thin. Next, I'm taking a serum that I purchased from the beauty supply store, and I just flat iron that section that I cut out to just blend it in with the pixie cut. And as you can see, it blended pretty well. So for my frontal, I didn't do much to it. I just cut out a little bit of the excess air because the frontal was only 10 inch, so I didn't need to do much. And then I took my hot comb and separated the frontal from the baby hair, and then I took a flat iron and I just put some curls on top of the frontal. I usually use a curling iron. You can use, I usually use a flat iron, but you can use a flat iron or a curling iron. Doesn't matter. I feel like I achieve better curls with flat iron than I do with a curling iron, but I can use both. So either way it goes, use what works for you. Just did that repeatedly all the way to the top, and then I just used some clips to hold it. Then I took my clipper and I just tapered it a little bit more. I put some mousse around the hair, and I also used some wax just to just define the part. And I went ahead to start doing my baby hair. I'm not really perfect at this. I really was just trying my best, so bear with me. I'm not a hair guru like I always tell y'all. This is just me playing around with stuff and hope that it work out. So next I'm taking this hair lace tint that I got from the beauty supply store, and I just sprayed that graciously on the hair. And I apologize, I did not get the sewing of the band on camera, but I did put some band in there, and that was it. I did not glue it down. I can if I want to, but I didn't. And so this is the final look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And honestly, at this point, like, I was feeling myself, y'all. Like, I was feeling myself. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope that you guys like this video. I will see you in my next video. Till then, stay blessed, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? Love you. Bye.